Hello, friends. Welcome or welcome back to Shadow Play Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here today, friends. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Make yourselves at home. I have plenty of videos for you to catch up on. And if you're returning, well, friends, you know I tell you almost every day, I love you. Thank you so much for coming back and spending more time with me here on our little channel. All right, my friends, let's get to it. Today, we're going to be getting messages for those of you that are currently feeling blocked, feeling like you're in a rut, just feeling stuck. Listen, the year is 2023. Even though this is a timeless reading, I mean, going forward for a few years, it's going to be weird. And we're all just going through so much. So I wanted to look in today and see what messages we can get that can possibly help us through this time, regardless of what your situation is. If you're feeling stuck in your career, your money, your life, your love, whatever it is, maybe lacking direction at the moment, we're going to see what comes through for you today. This is a pick a pile reading. And I mean, you know what to do, right? For those of you that don't, you go with the one that you're kind of drawn to. Maybe it's the patch, maybe it's the number, or maybe it's the timestamp down below. So we have group number 1, group number 2, and group number 3. All right, my friends, so when you are ready, I'll meet you at your reading. Hello, my group number 1s. If you picked this patch, then welcome to your reading, friends. All right, we're going to jump right to it. We're going to see what messages we can get for you today, to help you through this rut or help you through this current blockage, regardless of what your situation is. That is the intention for this reading. So first, we're going to begin by looking at how you're currently feeling stuck, and then we'll go from there. We'll be asking for advice and some insight, any messages for my group number 1's highest good. We are open to those. Thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to connect today and allowing me to channel these messages for the collective and my group number 1, Spirit. What can you tell me about the current challenges? Even the deck is like, what are you doing right now? The deck is feeling stuck. What is going on with my group number 1s? So a lot of you guys are thinkers. Let's just start there. There could be a lot of overthinking that's happening, trying to figure out all your steps ahead of time. And guys, that's just not how life works sometimes. Sometimes you have to start taking those steps to get movement going, but we'll see what that's about. Now, this is a collective reading. So only take what resonates, leave the rest for someone else, but that was definitely for someone. Someone could be an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Very, very logical, logical thinker, a thinker here in this group. Thank you, Spirit. What's up with my group number 1s? What's going on with their current blockage that they're feeling, that they're experiencing? Yeah, lack of movement, y'all. Okay, your indecision is showing up as a hey, like, hey, wake up. You're overthinking here. Now, that's not for everyone, but if you know that you've been thinking a long time about what to do and you haven't really taken any steps to create some kind of change, that's the first thing that's getting brought up here. Now, for some of you, this could be, what are other people going to say? My career, it's good on the outside, or my life is good. And you know what? Your life is good. We all have ups and downs, we're all on the same boat, but in different parts of the boat, right? But there is something here, my friends. You are currently not in alignment with what you truly want or what you're meant to be doing, or what there's just something here that doesn't feel right for you, but on the outside, it looks really good. So there could be something like that. Maybe some of you like the attention that you currently get or how other people view you, but there's a lot of indecision surrounding this energy. I should say that's coming because of this energy that's keeping you from being in alignment. You guys definitely have a choice to make, and they're saying this isn't the first time. This is a repeating pattern. Listen, you want different, you got to do different. You guys are rinsing and repeating the same cycle. The same, the washing machine isn't getting drained. It's the same water that's being cycled through. There could be a lack of confidence, or just, Yeah, it could be definitely lack of confidence or just not feeling like you're in control. Maybe this makes you feel like you're out of control in some way. For those of you that this is a relationship, it just doesn't feel like it's grown. Even if this is even if it's your career or where you're currently at, it's just, you've kind of reached the end of the road. So now it's time to make a tough decision that isn't easy. I am going to say there's a lot of ego that's coming through in your reading so far, and that's fine. We're human. We all have egos, but this is part of what's holding you back, is thinking about what others might say or feeling like you're not in control or you just don't know everything. I think what happens is a lot of the times we get used to being masters of our craft, or we mastered whatever it is that we were doing. But then it's like there's a fear of starting over or of having a beginner's mentality. But this is telling me that this is going to keep repeating for you. So this carries a lot of burden, but by not making any moves, it's like, it might feel better. Like, yeah, it's fine for now, but the feeling is just kind of still hindering with that 10 of Wands in reverse. So this would be life changing. Yes, yes, it would. And that's what makes it hard to make that jump, because you feel like if you were to make a decision, there would just be chaos. But here's the thing, it doesn't feel like it's chaos necessarily. It feels like it's a necessary deconstruction in order to start new construction, I actually just saw a little short clip of a video of when the Stardust casino, the hotel and casino in Vegas, was taken down in like the early 2000s. And I was like, wow, that's so crazy that they just blow up these buildings and then they just built something bigger and better. And that's kind of the feeling here. Something has to be taken apart so that you can get it into alignment and you can actually change the circumstances of your life, and specifically in this area. The Six of Wands. So a lot of you could have a lot of maybe it's children, not a lot of children. That's not what I was going to say, but children came up. Maybe you do have a lot of children. No, maybe you have a lot of people around you that look up to you. There's a lot of sweet emotion here for whatever this is. There's also a sense of victory. Now, for some of you that this is not your current energy, maybe this is where your heart is pulling you towards. Maybe you have a childhood dream or something that when you were younger, you held dear to your heart. It could have been a hobby, a person, a place, a thing, whatever it is. It feels like that's where you want to go towards. That's where your victory lies. You want to be seen there. But for a lot of you, this is the energy of what will others think. Why the Lovers in reverse, please. It says that deep down you already know this, and this is actually a big awakening for you guys. This isn't just about making this change or creating this change, making this decision. This is like falls deeper than that. For those of you, if this is work related, or I mean, whatever it is, it feels like other people are affected, but you are repeating a pattern. And by not taking up this offer, it's leaving you emotionally depleted and maybe trying to control all the things, but it also makes you kind of moody, or kind of like maybe sometimes you don't understand how you feel. But it's all stemming from the fact that your soul knows you have an opportunity here, but you have to be the one that makes the move. You're going to have to be brave, friends. Some of you are going to have to save money or watch where your money is going, where your investments are going. If this is not relating to career or finances, this is talking about where your energy, your love, your time is going into. What are your priorities, and are you nurturing those? Does the current situation match your priorities? What's important to you in your life? What kind of life do you want to live? You want to look back, and what kind of experiences do you want to have memories stored away? I'm getting Leo energy, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Scorpio again, Sagittarius, could be any sign. Yeah, you guys are going to have to work, put in the work is what they're saying. But there's a lot of healing that has to go on. For some of you, you might have to move away from things that just aren't giving to you. This could be people, places, things. There's a lot of healing that's trying to come through here. and patience as well. You're going to have to practice being graceful with yourselves, my friends. When it comes to this, I see you putting in the work, look, so that you can fall into alignment. For those of you that this is about a relationship, the current state of it, I'm not necessarily sure it's growing. Someone could be selfish in the situation. They get excited, but then nothing really comes of it. And this is kind of like their own deal. They haven't healed. They're not committed. And there's a want to move forward and to take things forward, but it just does not happen. It doesn't get grounded. It doesn't build that long-term stability, the home, the family. It's just not solid. And it's because of someone's lack of commitment or lack of taking charge and going for things. There could be fear surrounding this as well. Someone's very defensive. If you guys have a family, it feels like, someone's defending that, but that doesn't mean you can't start to take small steps to work towards the things that you want. They're encouraging you to manifest. Manifest what it is that you want. Really think about where your hopes and dreams lie. You don't need to fill in everything. You don't need to know all the steps you're going to take. You just got to put in the order to the universe and say, this is where I want to go. And you will be supported. But it requires your ego shedding and letting go of things that are very difficult to close out. But you're fully capable, my group number ones. You can do this. This is how you're going to create the movement that you want to create. I can't tell you exactly what it is because I don't know. I'm just internet hands over here. But I know that there is something that you can take control of, even if it's taking small steps. Now, maybe there is no small steps involved. Maybe it's all or nothing, but you got to have your vision in place in order to be able to do that. All right, let's get some closing messages for you. Thank you, Spirit. Anything else for my group number ones, please? Any advice, any other messages regarding these current blockages and how they can move through them, Spirit? It's going to be absolutely necessary for you to fall into alignment with yourself. Aligning your mind, body, spirit with what you know is for you. Yes, there'll be hard decisions along the way, but you will be supported and you will end up in a better place. Meaning you'll be experiencing movement and growth. It kind of feels like you've peaked in whatever part of your life this is regarding. It's like that's peaked. So if you're fine with it, then just continue to do the same. Again, we want different, we got to do different, and that's very hard to do. We're going to take that upright, falling into alignment. For those of you that this is about a relationship, the one you're currently in, there needs to be a change that you bring on, or else it's just going to continue down the same path, and that tower will fall regardless. For a lot of you, this is reconnecting back to, again, something that was dear to you. With the Six of Cups, it could be reconnecting with a person or reconnecting with things that you enjoyed. There's a sense of nostalgia here, something from the past. I love this, the Page of Swords. So this to me feels like getting information, like maybe you start looking into this and that starts aligning you. Maybe you go back to those things that you enjoyed. Again, prioritizing, putting these into priority. We have the Five of Pentacles. Let's see why. Okay, some people are going to feel left behind. You're excited, you're expanding, this is really good for you. But yes, there's a feeling here. Maybe some of you feel like you're lacking the resources. That's why it's important to figure out your money now. What are you spending on? And, I am not one to judge. We all spend on things that make us feel good or the necessities these days. Sometimes that takes everything you have, which I completely understand. But there's something here that you still will be supported through. Maybe you don't have all the funds you need to actually do this, but maybe looking into it starts to change your energy and starts to align you. It's going to take action on you, babes. Like I can't go and move your feet for you. But this feels like this is something you can definitely do. And every obstacle you come across If you're putting your energy into it, you will figure out how to make it happen. By the Lovers, please. Get clear. You guys have a lot of things going on. Your energy spread thin, or maybe you spend too much time thinking and not enough action. I did sense that earlier. So by holding on to too many things from the past, or, it's going to prevent you from moving forward. When you go out and seek information, like, you're going to learn things. It's going to be good. It's going to be balanced. Now, for those of you that this isn't information and this is actually communicating with someone, it feels like it's mutual here. I know not everyone is dealing with the same thing, but it's time to get clear and create action. That's the big thing that I am picking up from this. For some of you, there could be members of your family or a long-term situation that feel left out because you're moving on or you're switching gears. Like I said, there's a level of excitement. Look, this is where your wish lies. You guys can make this happen. You can make it happen, but you have to get clear on what it is, and you have to be open to exploring those possibilities. For those of you that this is about a person, like I said, only you know what that shift is, but it's time for you to take control so you can close out a chapter and heal from this and move on. It's going to be slow progress, but again, you're fully capable of doing it, my group number ones. All right. And now let's close out your reading. Wait, what did I do? Oh, here we go. All right, let's close out your reading with some oracle cards. You guys can go ahead and think of a question if you'd like. You'll know it's an answer to your question because you'll feel it. If not, just take it as more messages for your reading. Thank you, Spirit. Can we get my group number one some answers to their questions, please, Spirit? 3 cards. All right. I'm laughing because I just saw chill out. We have standing your power. We have speak it into existence. Guys, I'm telling you, you're so powerful. And chill out with that overthinking. It's totally possible. You just have to take the steps, my friends. I know it's hard, but you can do it. All right, my group number ones, that's what I have for you today. I hope it was helpful. I'm sending you so many blessings. Thank you for joining me, and I'll catch you at the next one. Thanks, guys. Hello, my group number twos. If you picked this insomniac patch, hopefully you're not an insomniac. Welcome to your reading. Maybe your sleep has been disrupted. Depending on when you listen to this, we did just have a time change here in the good old United States. Maybe you've been having weird dreams. We are still in Pisces season. I'm like eager to get out of Pisces season, but maybe your dreams have, maybe your dreams have been leaving you feeling a little weird. We'll see what that is. All right, let's look into your current situation and what is blocking you or why you're feeling blocked. Thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to connect today and allowing me to channel these messages for my group number twos. What's going on with my group number twos? Why are they feeling stuck? What's the vibe? What's going on with my group number twos? I keep saying lack of movement or just waiting, but your waiting isn't leading to much. Waiting for things to happen that maybe are not going to happen is the other thing I'm getting. All right, let's see why. What's going on with my group number twos? Why are they feeling stuck, please? What's going on with my group number twos? Work. For some of you, this could be work or a family dynamic that is not working out. You're wounded in it. You've been dealing with it for a while. So if this is work, maybe you guys are like, oh my God, I can't give up yet. I haven't given up, but I'm not experiencing growth here. If it's a relationship, kind of same thing. The conversation is very surface level. There isn't too much, I don't know how the communication is. It just feels like light communication. If this is work, maybe you're waiting to hear news. Oh, yeah. Some of you are waiting to hear news, and it just hasn't come for you to be able to start a new chapter or start a new journey. What's going on with my group number twos? For some of you, this is about family. So, you know, apply these messages to whatever area of your life you're currently experiencing the blockage in. But I know you're not happy and you're exhausted, my group number twos. Look there's your spark. There's the little spark right there. I want to have fun. I want to learn. I want to go out. I want to have good conversation. I want to grow. For those of you that are creative, you know, this is creative projects, and that spark is there, but we'll see what's going on. Maybe you guys are waiting for some type of news and it just hasn't come in yet, or the news you got just didn't lead to anything. So you guys are seen and recognized in whatever area of your life is. This feeds the ego, I will say that. Maybe you've already felt like, yeah, been there, done that. Like I already did that already. And now it's just not for me. It's not working out. Did a lot of you come from group number 1? So someone here is hanging on to information or keeping really clamped up. Maybe you're not really speaking about this, or you're being selective over who you talk to about this. I feel like you want to go. You want to go. If this is about a person, you know, maybe you guys aren't really vibing right now. And even though it's been hard, you haven't given up yet. It feels like, so for those of you that this is about a person, maybe you're not communicating and you're just like watching them online, or you're keeping an eye out for something online and you're just, maybe this is your little secret. You hold on to it pretty tightly. There's something here that hasn't been able to take off, but you feel like this is for you. This is meant for you. If it's a job, if it's an opportunity, a creative opportunity, whatever it is, it's like that's what's in alignment with me. If this is a person, you feel like they are your person or they were divinely guided to you, but it hasn't been able to take off and you're not very happy about it. You guys are currently feeling like you don't have power in the situation, but you do. And I want to tell you, be careful what you say out loud, because you just might call that in. So use your words wisely is the other thing that I'm getting. There could be a painful family situation. It looks great on the outside, or even if it's not family, it could be community. There's just something here that you're just really unhappy about. With that 3 of Swords, you're disappointed. Some of you could be heartbroken. Why the Page of Wands? And there's a sense of moving forward, wanting to move forward. I do feel like you have a clear idea. So maybe you guys are just waiting. I don't know. No, you're waiting. But y'all, if you just wait any longer, it's not going anywhere. By waiting, you're not going anywhere. By waiting, you're just sitting back, and the boat will eventually leave, is what I just heard. I know you're holding on to this, and maybe this is regarding like another situation that, like, especially if it's a job or something, it's like out of your hands. But I'm just getting the feeling that by staying where you're at, waiting or sitting back, it's also not advancing the situation. For some of you, if this is about a person, maybe you want to go towards them and you want to approach it in a funner, more lighthearted way, or it makes you really excited to think about that. But I don't know if right now you're just kind of sitting back and thinking and sitting in this disappointment. But it feels like you already know what you want to do. For those of you that this is about a person, it feels like you want to come back together and you want to like go in quickly, but you guys may not be confident about it or being assertive. You're not taking charge. There's definitely a couple here, the Empress and the Emperor, both are in reverse. You know, there is like no movement going on, but it's like that Lovers card is in the middle, bringing it all together. Now, for those of you that this isn't about a person, this could be about you just stepping into your power, or maybe it's a boss or something, or work dynamic. Maybe there's a dynamic at home in your family, and it's like both parts of it just, it's like one knows what they want to do, but they're not moving forward, and the other just isn't moving at all. So only take that as it resonates. It's going to require you putting work into it, because right now it's blocked until you do. If this is something you want to put work into, you're going to have to create action. Yeah. When you do that, the circumstances are going to change and you're going to get the commitment. For this feels relationship. If this is not relationship, like I said, apply it to whatever situation it is, but I'm getting relationship vibes here. I'm getting commitment. I'm getting changing the, like I said, the circumstances. But someone has to step in. Someone wants to step in. They know they want to. But because they know that right now they could be working instead, like work, like, working on themselves or working on their job. Maybe they're unavailable. Maybe there's children involved. Either way, it feels like someone here has a real hard time being vulnerable, and that's kind of what stops them as well. And even though they stop this and they avoid it, they're very conflicted. There's a lot of healing that needs to be done, but there is a wish fulfillment here. But at the same time, you got to admit to yourself, what is that wish? You guys speak this out loud. I'm telling you what you truly want. You don't have to tell anyone else. Just speak it out loud to yourself and you're going to feel the shift. This is a spiritual awakening for you guys. And that gets you really in your head because you think of all the other things that you would have to shed in order to move on here. But whatever it is, there's a commitment, a relationship, a partnership, if this is business, that just is not stable here. There's no growth. If it's a relationship, maybe it's children that are shared with someone else. But there's no movement here. This is where the block is. All right, this is interesting. Different than pile number one, I feel like, but we'll see. We'll see what else comes through. All right, so that's kind of telling us where you're feeling stuck. The opportunity is there. Maybe you're not grabbing it or it hasn't come in, but you're disappointed, but you know exactly what it is that you want to do. I'm like, that's the summary. All right, thank you, Spirit. What else do my group number twos need to know, please? What can help them move through this and create movement in this stuck energy that they're feeling? All right, man, with your group, I just got really hot, like out of nowhere, and it is not hot in here. Someone's energy is really strong. Who's pulling at me? Yes, we know. We know. Okay, you guys, I wasn't going to take them, but look, someone is not taking a leap of faith, or there's something here that did not take off and there needs healing. This is counterpart energy. So again, I can't help but feel that this is the relationship pile, or some type of dynamic that involves someone else, because I feel like there's a mutual attraction or magnetism. One's looking at the other, vice versa, perhaps, but there's something here that we don't want to admit to, and that's what's holding it back. Now, if this isn't a person, look, there's the Emperor trying to keep control. I feel like you guys are showing up as the Emperor, very much trying to keep control of all components, all moving parts. And it's like, maybe you guys have a lot of responsibility on your plate, but this is something that you're not moving on, because maybe you feel that if you did move on it, you couldn't control what comes from it. But you're also not walking away from it. So you guys are, I feel like I can't help but feel that you guys are in control of creating this new beginning, or this new, going on a new journey, taking a leap of faith, but you're like back and forth. You're like, no, how's this going to work? How's that going to work? Like trying to figure it all out. But it's kind of creating, that's the block that you're feeling, because we're talking about blocks today. What a cute. Look how that flipped over. Look, and you get excited. You're like, yeah, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to do it. And there's a lot of passion here. If there's a lot of sexual drive, which is the same energy that makes that brings on creativity, artistic, like, and it feels you're very much in control. You're leading the things you need to lead. Maybe you're a business owner, a boss, something like that, and there is a lot of power that you have, but when it comes to what's making you feel stuck, you're not going for it. Look, your wish lies there, but you're very undecided. Maybe this is something that you think about a lot. Maybe some of you are healing something regarding your home or your foundation. And it feels like you're feeling powerless about coming back together with someone or something. Why the Queen of Wands? Yeah, it's mutual energy. I felt that earlier. So if you're dealing with a person, it's like mutual. Maybe this is you wanting to give, like give and take here. Oh, but this is your little toxic trait, my friends. You're overthinkers. You're your own worst enemy in this situation. You're really trying to control everything, and you're going over all the scenarios in your head, or maybe you have too many things going on, and you have things that are not good for you and your energy. There could be self-sabotaging behaviors coming through. But this Devil card tells me that you're doing it, or you feel chained to something. You're a slave to something in this situation, but you have the power to break out of it. But first, you got to be real. Someone here isn't being truthful or hasn't revealed themselves. Maybe it's even to yourself. It's okay to admit it to yourself first, the things that you want. You have the power to create change here. So you're not walking away, but you're also not moving forward. So maybe by not walking away from these behaviors, by these old thoughts, by this control issue that you may have, I'm telling you guys with love, you know this. If you listen to my readings, you know how I be. But it's keeping you from moving forward. And y'all, this weight is not gonna, it's not gonna lessen. This pressure is gonna remain there. Your soul is guiding you. It's guiding you to create change. Some of you could have the mentality of, I just want to have fun, or maybe there's kids involved, or if it's not kids, maybe it's employees, or I don't know, maybe you rather focus on things that take your mind off of it, but it's keeping you stuck in place, okay? For some of you, if this is about money, it's like figuring that out, prioritizing that. One more in the Temperance and the Four of Wands. Yeah, it's making you unhappy, you guys. It's time to create change and end this cycle so you can move forward. You have the power to do that. We have Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, Aries, Capricorn. Lots of fire, lots of Aries, Leo, Sag as well coming through. All right, now let's pull some oracle cards for you. You guys can think of a question and we'll see if we can get you an answer. You'll know it's an answer because you will feel it. If not, just take it as more messages for your reading, my little insomniacs. No wonder you're not sleeping. All right, thank you, Spirit. Can we get my group number twos an answer to their question, please? Answers for my group number twos. 3 cards, please. No? No? Okay. Man, you guys don't even want to talk through the cards. All right, we have inquire with spirit. So trust yourselves. Maybe some of you need to pray on it, meditate, cast that spell, speak it out loud into existence. Admit what it is that you want. Listen, your soul already knows, guys. Your soul knows. That's why things don't feel right now. And your group in specific, like your controlling tendencies are keeping you in this spot, okay? And then we have ask an ally. If you guys have friends, let them help you. If you don't feel like you want to tell anyone about this, I always think, what would I tell my bestie if they were telling me this situation? Would I tell them to go for it, or would I tell them to sit down and be happy with what they have, or whatever the situation is? Fill in the blank. All right, my friends, that's what I have for you today, my group number twos. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I'm wishing you nothing but the best, and I'll catch you at the next one. Thanks, guys. Hello, my group number threes. If you picked this Bart Ron patch, I absolutely love this patch, then welcome to your reading, friends. All right, let's get right to it. We're going to be looking into what is making you feel stuck and what can you possibly do about it. Let's get it. Thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to channel these messages today for my group number threes and for this collective. My group number threes, what is currently keeping them feeling stuck in a rut, blocked off? Messages for my group number threes, highest good. What can you tell us, Spirit? What can you tell my group number threes as to what's keeping them feeling stuck? My group number threes, please. What's going on with them? What's the vibe? You're not letting something go. Some of you, Scorpio energy. Oh, maybe you're avoiding something. All right. A very similar, I mean, if you guys watched all three groups, that makes sense. Not feeling confident, perhaps, to bring an ending to something. There's maybe even an avoidance to it. Or maybe something big already happened and it kind of left you like not feeling the greatest or not feeling in control. You guys are also coming off as like lacking commitment, or someone is. Commitment to creating the change that you want. That 10 of Pentacles, maybe you invested a really long time into something, a job, a family, a home, money, a business, maybe children. You have something very solid, and maybe that's why you're not. Oh, there's the counterpart. All right, for some of you, maybe you share those things with someone, and that's where the change needs to happen, because you guys aren't vibing right now, or you guys are both coming up as reversed. Both of these energies are, one's really upset, maybe hard to deal with, creatively stumped. The other is like lacking confidence. I think they both probably are. The communication's probably not the best. Where are my group number threes feeling stuck? We have the squirrel in reverse, which is like trying to come out of being fixated on this, maybe not wanting to think about this, or maybe it's lack of organization, lack of checking off the boxes and getting things hammered out. Very interesting message with that. Why the tower? Why the tower in reverse? So there's a cycle here that you haven't brought to an end, but this is saying that you're happy, or this is something that made you happy in the past, or maybe there's a Leo. I'm getting Leo, Scorpio, heavy energy on that. There's romantic feelings here that are either being avoided, or an offer that someone wants to make, but we're avoiding it. So you're feeling really in your head, or someone is. It's like they're trying to come. I'm getting a lot of avoidance. Someone here is like, if I just don't deal with it, it's fine. If I just ignore it, it's fine. I'm happy where I'm at, but I don't think you are. I'm getting heavy Leo energy. There's someone here is feeling very stuck in defending this long-term investment. Maybe there's kids involved. There's a lot of stress in your situation, and there's a lot that's unsaid or unknown. Maybe you don't know where someone stands, and you're like, I'm gonna stay doing what I'm doing. It's fine, but your energy's telling me that it doesn't feel fine. Someone could be dealing with a Pisces. I almost said a moody Pisces, just because that Queen of Wands in reverse is right above it. One more, please, on this moon. Yeah, you're undecided, or someone here doesn't want to make a decision because they fear. So maybe someone wants to make an offer here of stability, of commitment, of something long-term. Maybe you see something long-term here, but it's not matured. And it's like you're still like on your side, you're like, I'm fighting for this, or I'm willing to fight for this, but there's also a lack of action that's happening because there's a lot of avoidance. There's a lot of sitting back and not being happy about it, not growing. And someone could have said something that makes you feel like maybe if you do come in, you have to know exactly what it is you want, or you have to be ready to commit, and maybe you're not. Now, maybe the roles are reversed. here for your situation. But I'm just getting the fact that there's a lot here that hasn't been explained or said or revealed. And that's also leading to a lot of fears. But it's keeping you feeling stuck in place. Yeah, look. So if this is a person, it's like needing to make a decision. And there's a lot of regret here. And there's wanting to come back together. But you're also like someone here is kind of in fantasy land, or just kind of rather think of it rather than actually taking action. And also not realizing that there is opportunity here, but there's a lack of confidence on all sides of this. Maybe someone's just choosing to focus on their work instead of creating action here, thinking that, oh, it's fine, I'm happy the way things are. But this is coming up as your blockage, guys. I don't know if you are happy. This is a spiritual awakening. Listen, your higher self and your guides literally want me to tell you that this is a big spiritual awakening for you. This is a shakeup. That it's like the horn is gonna blast louder and louder. Like, you can't ignore it. This situation isn't gonna go away. The burden is gonna continue to be there. Even if you feel like you release it, it's hindering you in other ways. There's happiness here that isn't being had. Basically unhappy. Oh my gosh, I just thought of in Zootopia, where I don't remember who says it, but he's like, he's the opposite of friendly. He's unfriendly. And that's literally what I just thought of right now. It's the opposite of happy. It's unhappy. And it's repeating a cycle. Your higher self is like, hey, wake up. You're going to continue to repeat this type of pattern. Maybe you've done this before in your life, or in this situation, or in this dynamic. It's time to break out of it, because this is a karmic situation that you're going to have to create change in if you want to break out of whatever this is, whatever you're feeling stuck in. Wow. We have I think I already said Scorpio, super heavy on the Scorpio, Leo, Pisces, Aquarius, Taurus, coming through swinging. I feel like those signs have been dominating all three of these groups. I don't know if, like, did I say that in this group? If you guys have listened to all of them. Similar cards, different messages for the most part. All right, thank you, Spirit. How can we help my group number 3s create movement and move through this feeling of feeling stuck? I feel like I just saw a card that was flipped. Was there? Am I tripping? All right, maybe I was tripping. No, I wasn't. The Magician. All right, believing in your own power, but it's going to take work. You guys have to put work into it if you want it. Or maybe you're using work as a distraction or a means as to why you can't create change. But I am being shown in all three groups that you guys are in your power to create the change that you want to create. Thank you, Spirit. Advice and guidance, please, for my group number 3s on how to help them create change and movement in their situation, please. Queen of Wands in reverse. Someone is just not having it, and you're pulled back, or someone's pulled back from this energy, going with the flow. Maybe you think if you wait enough time, like, this person will get out of their feels, or it'll get better. We have the Devil reverse. So this could be your own, this is you pulling back while you're releasing this devil energy. These self-sabotaging things. Maybe some of you feel trapped in some type of situation or chained to something, and it's time to move on. Things haven't progressed, but it's like you have to make a decision. You have to put in the hard work. Look, that's going to bring balance and fairness. There could be a toxic attachment here. If this is a relationship, there could have been a karmic situation involved. Like, both people aren't growing, aren't going. you know, and there's maybe a codependency between them, or someone's reliant on someone else and it makes the other feel trapped. Either way, though, this is talking about releasing that. You have to trust yourself. More Pisces energy. You guys meditate. Listen to what your soul is like pulling you to do, calling you to do. Follow that. That's you following your intuition. Allowing yourself to see with your third eye, not what your eyes see. It's deeper than that. Why the Queen of Wands in reverse? Someone is stressed out over this energy, or there's a lot of anxiety that comes with this Queen of Wands. This person that is showing up in your reading. Why the Hangman? So by just chilling out, by not doing anything, by just going with the flow, it's keeping things from being able to move forward. Someone here could be reliant on someone else for resources, or isn't being resourceful on their own, and it's causing a lot of stress. Only take that if it resonates. There's that decision again. You guys are hermit right now. It's also advising you to go hermit so that you can tap into your own intuition. Basically not listening to other people. And as I say that, the Page of Swords in reverse, like moving on from that. Maybe it's pulling back attention, or feeling, maybe there's a fear here of feeling like you're taking a step back in life, or in your situation, you're not winning, or you did everything you could. And now it's like, okay, now it's time for me to move on. I did everything I could. But this keeps saying, it's like you have to make the decision to do that, because I feel like there's been an avoidance to releasing this energy. It might have had a hold on you for a while. Or the High Priestess. So getting out of your comfort zone, it's going to require you to release things that you've been hanging on to pretty tightly. But I feel like that's what you guys are being guided to do. This King of Wands is at the bottom of the deck. These two energies are just not vibing right now. I was going to say not good for each other, only you know. But both of them are coming off as imbalanced, and it's time to bring balance to it. And it might require you to, like I said, move on or get yourself to a better place. Yeah, that's where your love lies. Your emotional renewal, you feeling better, you finally getting out of this. It requires you to take movement to move forward in some way. Look at that. So meditating is going to bring clarity, you guys. This is saying that you already know. You're going to get your epiphany. There's a situation that, again, it keeps saying relationship. You haven't gotten what you wanted, and it feels like it's unfinished business, but you actually have the opportunity. I literally just got the World card not once, but twice. Where is it again? When I looked. And the Two of Cups in reverse. There could be a relationship that needs to be brought to an end, and then that's actually going to lead to an emotional renewal. Or this is a relationship that you want to make happen, but it's going to require some type of change, some type of letting go of whatever, little self-sabotaging or little toxic situation that you're bringing. It's time to release that. All right, friends, let's close out your reading with oracle cards. You can go ahead and start thinking of a question. If you have one, we'll try to get you an answer. If it doesn't feel like an answer, take it as more messages for your reading. All right, thank you, Spirit. Can we get my group number 3 as an answer, please? All All right. Look, you have 2 yeses. You have it's in the bag and by all means, yes. And you also have be clear on your wishes. Be clear on what it is that you want. What is it you want? Because once you admit to yourself what it is that you want, things will. You also got go deeper because for some of you, maybe you haven't wanted to because you're just like, no, I'm fine. I'm fine. Everything is fine. But your energy is kind of reading otherwise to the lady on the internet. All right, my group number 3 babies. That's what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed your reading, but more than anything, I hope it was helpful. I'm wishing you nothing but the best and sending you so many blessings, and I'll catch you at the next one. Thanks, guys.